make an effort to come out and it's time that you don't want to sit around waiting for people to show up. So I honor you being here on time. And so we're gonna go. Sal was here like 15 minutes early. Yes, Sal. So welcome. We're going to say thank you again, always, to Jennifer and to Sonia for sponsoring these classes. They're amazing. Not only for our class, but there's you guys. I can see how much training is given to you and offered to you. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about building your business. We're actually on, I think, session 3. We have November, we have October and November, and then we'll be done. It's never too late to get in it because a lot of you have been in business already and you already have people in your database. But what I'd like to do is set an intention. I always set an intention. When my coach from many years ago started coaching with me, the first thing that she said is, Wanda, I want to set an intention, and I want you to set an intention around what you want to get out of this coaching today. And I was like, why? And she said, well, because when you set an intention, your mind goes towards that. Like if you say, I want to learn today, or I want to have new creative ideas, somehow your essence starts doing that for you. Well, my intention is this today, and it's as if it was the same 2 weeks ago, especially when it comes to this particular topic, building your business by referral, is to provide you with valuable insights, practical tools, and strategies that can be applied to your endeavor to create and grow a profitable referral business. Profitable referral business.
So beautiful.
You guys,
Like
it's your turn now. Close your eyes for just 15 seconds and set an intention. What is it that you want to walk away with? Understanding that, listen, your time is valuable. Your presence is important. Some people can't get out of bed this morning. They're sick or disabled. We don't take this time for granted. This is valuable time. So what is it today that you want to pick up, walk out with? Just 15 seconds. Okay. Would someone like to share with me so I can have an idea of energetically where you're at, what you'd like to learn today? And understanding that our topic is essential touches. I'm gonna call on you. Yes, I'm gonna call on you. Don't see, I'm not coming back home. Because I just feel that you're in a place where you really want to expand and learn and grasp what's going on in the business. So understand why did you come with your mom today?
I guess it's just pretty straightforward. I just thought as long as I learn one new thing, that's all. Just become someone new.
New ideas? You're ready to go, aren't you? Ready to learn your learning base. You want to like absorb everything you can. That's what I pick up from you. Awesome. Give him some love. And you guys, anybody else want to share what they'd like to walk out with? Sal, what brought you here? Sal contacted me last week. He said, where's our class? I said, it's not till next week. Hold on, Sal. Why are you here, sweetie?
I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but my goal is to retire in 5 years. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to come into an office. I don't want to do that. I'm tired. I know Jennifer does it. I mean, but I have 3 granddaughters, and I have 3 daughters, and I just want to enjoy it as much as I can.
Yes.
I don't have to. I'll still deal with once in a while, the client calling me, if they call me, but 9 years on the police department, it's just, it dragged, and so I'm done. Like, that's my goal. 5 years, I don't wanna work. I'm done.
Hey, that's fair.
Grandkids.
That's true.
No
So, okay, let's talk about homework. We had some general homework, which was, build your list. That was first. Choose your CRM. Choose your CRM. Who chose and who is using a, using a CRM?
Sonia's is coaching me, kind of mentoring me right
Yes.
now. Even though I've been in the business 9 years, I've had CRMs that were given to us that by other companies. I think this one is so much more easier to use that I started off with 900 contacts, but over the last 2 weeks, I know I broke it down and I got rid of dead clients or people that were just, they've been there for years.
You did the lead to lead part, right?
That hurts sometimes to get rid of a client that you've known for a year, but they're just taking up your time. So it's a waste of time. So I got rid of a lot and I dwindled down to 268 from 900 contacts, but still I'm touching them. I have them all on campaigns. And over the last 3 days, 3 clients have called me or texted me, hey Sal, we're ready to buy. Hey Sal, we're ready to sell. We're ready to buy a duplex. We're ready to buy this. We're ready to buy that. Let's go. So, and this has just been over the last 2 weeks that I've started actually using the Remax KV Core platform. So it's paying off.
So, thank you, Sal. And who else has picked a CRM?
Well, I also have KV Core.
A KV Core?
Yeah.
Cool. I've used KV Core before and I know that they have an automated system that just kind of so sophisticated. Who else is using KV Core? Yes. Anything else? Any other? Did you pick one?
Yes.
I know you guys were stuck. Should we do this or should we that? How much?
Heat truth.
You chose which one?
Or I just chose Wise Agent.
Wise Agent?
Yeah, I
Okay.
figured it'd be good just to learn how to use the
Yeah.
CRM.
And you know what? Here's the thing. When you're first getting started, it's so important just go, just do it, get one, let's go. And then if you find that you want to, upgrade, then you can do that later as long as you have an export. Back in the day, I've been in real estate 40 years. I was number 4 in the United States out of 90,000 agents and productions and units sold. So I've been around a while. Back in the day, we used to, we would gather our names and we'd put them into a database where we would send them to the title company and we would get labels. And then we would mail out postcards. And then we don't know what happened to the postcard. We no follow through. We weren't taught that. There was no follow through. We just send them out, hope somebody, she's shaking her head. Can you relate to that? You're back in the day. You just send them out and maybe they would get something from you. Maybe they would step on it, throw it away, whatever. But now we're so much more sophisticated. What we're trying to do now is be in relationship, not be transactional, be relational. There's such a difference between the two. And so, we talked last week or the last session about the fact that you don't stop doing other kinds of lead generation. This is something that there's so much, what do they call it? Fallen fruit it's not, we don't take advantage of. Past clients, relationships, we don't nurture them. And so you weren't here when I was showing the slides, but I'm just gonna say that so many, I think it was somewhat like 80% of people said that they would use the same agent again if given an opportunity. If they knew where to find them, if they knew where they were. They don't stay in touch. Can you believe that? Yeah, because we get busy and they get busy. So this class is saying, look, in addition to you know, we're all trying to get business. We know the market might be slow the last quarter of the year. That in our area, in our market area, with an average sales price of 600,000, if we just got 10 referrals coming in 2025, we would be at 150,000 GCI. Just 10 at these prices. You guys are sitting on a blessing in terms of price point. I don't want to sound like an old lady, but my price point was 82,000. So I had to do a lot of business, a lot of units. Did I get an award? Yeah. Then I needed one. I deserved one. All that business, all that working, all those fallouts, all those FHA, BA, no loans, trying to get people into homes. I enjoyed it because they deserve to be in home ownership as well. But you guys, especially out here in this area, you know, you're talking about maybe 600,000 is your, you know, maybe the low end of your price point, right? It doesn't take that many units in order to make a decent living and on par with attorneys and doctors, 150, 200,000. Hey, those someone knows that's that'll do it for you, right? So we want to continue to lead generate in other areas, but we want to encourage, motivate, inspire. We want to nurture those referrals. So, did everybody pick an accountability partner? And the reason that this is important is because we are going to get busy. We're getting ready to go into the holiday season. We are going to get busy. So we need someone to be saying, did you do the whatever you said you were going to do? How many have an accountability partner today? Sal does, Lala does. You do. What's your name, by the way? You?
Oh, Brenda.
Brenda, yeah. Cool. Yay, you did. That's going to help you stay on track. That's awesome. Okay. Good morning, sweetie. So today is Essential Touches. And we're going to be working from this book. There's a whole lot of strategies. They're all basically the same, but I don't want to confuse you. So this is the one that I chose. It's easy breezy and it's available on Amazon. But I also saw that you can go into the C-Bar. You can go into the store where we get our supplies and stuff, and it's there. The reason I picked this is because it has a worksheet. And we're going to be using this book for creating touch points. I got a lot of information. So everybody, let's see. I don't know if I have enough sheets, you guys. But there's notes. This is our note sheet, so you can write notes. And then this is our activity sheet.
Oh, we come to, I can share this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Activity sheet.
Activity sheet.
Oh, you,
Oh.
Okay.
we're good? Everybody have-
This was just to write notes. So if you have a notebook, you don't need this one. And then this is the activity sheet we're gonna do a little bit later. Everybody have one? Okay. Let me know if you don't. They'll get us some more. Okay.
Do you have any more about identifying clients?
Yes. Here, that's for you.
Are we good? Everybody has one?
No, we need more of the identifying.
Which one is that?
This one, right more.
We need more of these.
Yeah, maybe.
So there's two, there's an activity one and then there's a notes one.
Yeah, that one's just for notes, so this one.
Okay, we've already.
Yeah. I don't know how many more, like 2 or 3, please.
Okay. Our goal today, create multiple touch points throughout the year. The essentials: social media, direct mail, personal touches, email and text messaging, and community involvement. Those are the ones that we're going to be focusing on, those 5. So let's talk about social media. It's one of the easiest ways and the most affordable ways, obviously. Let's spend a dime to do this. So we're posting at least 3 times a week. And I believe, for those of you who are really into this, that you can pre-plan your posts on Facebook. Am I right?
Yeah.
You can schedule it. So the first thing, the strategy that they offer here is to follow your contacts on social media. So if you've got contacts, 10, 20, 30, you want to go look them up and make sure that you're following them. If I have a birthday, you can respond. If you don't follow them, you're not going to know. How many follow their contacts?
Some, not all of them. I can't say all.
Okay. Then post often about your niche, whatever your niche is. Could have, it could be wholesaling. It could be commercial properties. It could be pool homes. Whatever your niche is, really get into it and post maybe even videos, and then create a business page. How many do not have a business page on Facebook? That you just have a personal page? Okay, so everybody's got a business page, cool. The other strategy is to be consistent. And does everybody use hashtags? If you don't, begin using hashtags. Okay. Hashtags around your branding if possible. What hashtag do you use, Lila?
It depends on the content that I'm doing, like suppose I'm posting something like yesterday, we did leadership, so I use, like leadership. So it just depends on that post or what I'm trying to direct it to.
Okay,
So if I'm doing like a wellness workshop, I'll use wellness, health, inner work,
yeah, right.
self-love, stuff like that.
Right, let me get out of your way so you can see that board. Okay. Always ask for referrals. Now, this is one that people sometimes feel kind of embarrassed. They don't want to, if you're new in particular, you don't want to seem pushy. You don't want to get rejected. If you're an I, we did the DISC. D is for driver, I is for influential, S is for stable, and C is for compliant. Well, the biggest fear of a driver is being taken advantage of, but the biggest fear of an I is rejection. And if you're feeling fearful of rejection, you may not want to ask for referrals. So we're going to give a complete class just on how to ask for referrals and when to ask for referrals. So what is schedule social media? We talked about that in advance, and join social media groups to network with other realtors. How many of you go to the board meetings in the CBAR, the association? No, not many of you?
I used to not.
What are you saying? You
I said
used
I
to?
used to, yeah, I said stuff going this time.
And why do you not go?
I mean, for me, it's fine.
We have an attorney, he gives basically all the updates, like forms, regulations, rules, things like that.
So my recommendation for going to those meetings, those gatherings, is to network with other agents. Not so much for the information, because you're well informed here at RE/MAX and at Champions, but if you're bringing in an offer and maybe there's multiple offers on a property, and you're bringing in your offer, and you met somebody at a meeting, at a CBAR gathering, and you guys had breakfast, and you guys connected. So easy, so close. And remember, we met at such and such, and here's my offer, by the way. Can you push it up front? Will you consider it? I mean, you're making a connection, right? And where else can you do that? Except for maybe going out and going into open houses, going to someone's open house, which is another good idea. visit other open houses, make a connection. Let's face it, it's about relationships with other agents too. I'm gonna be honest. There are agents I would never work with. Never. Whenever they had a listing come, I just pull, I would show anybody else's because it was so difficult. Anybody have that experience? And there are other agents that I love to work with. They were on it, they were efficient, their offers were well written. We weren't necessarily friends, but they were just amenable and we could work together. Last night, Sonia had invited someone to our gathering, a friend of her, an agent that turned out to be a friend. Tell that story.
Which one?
The girl that.
So we had our Virgo dinner, which is Sunday night. I love my Virgos, so, we do it annually. And I usually, resonate with people that are Virgos, and sometimes I don't even know that they're Virgos, so it's weird how it is. So anyhow, I had a listing last year, and I had a very difficult situation. My clients were getting divorced, so it was just a really hard, dealing with both of them, and it was just hard, yes. And so the agent who wrote one of the agents, we had several offers, but the agent we ended up selecting, if we hadn't worked together, because her client was kind of firm on his terms too, and if we hadn't worked together as good as we did, it probably would have blew up in both of our faces, right? But because we worked so well together to make it a win-win for our clients, both ways, I'm telling you, it was a lot. And so at the end, once we closed, I invited her to have coffee. I told her I would love to meet you in person
There you go.
and have coffee with you.
There you go.
So we did, and we kind of just hit it off. We've been, on Facebook or social media, whatever, just friends that way. And then I saw her birthday was the other day, which I had never seen before. And so I saw you're a Virgo. That's why I resonated with you. And so that's why I invited her to the dinner, the girl that was sitting next to me. And so, So that's
So making
kinda,
that connection is so important in us doing business with fellow agents. Either, if the clients are difficult, but the agents can work together. I have called agents and said, what is it that I can do to get this offer in? I'm about to write an offer. What is without breaking any laws or regulations, what they would say, they would just say, just make sure it's clean, or, we get services or whatever. So that's why I say networking with agents is equally as important and you're gonna see so in this series of strategies. And then choose the best social media platform for you. Everybody, how many, raise your hand if you're a Facebook user, mostly.
Both.
Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah.
What about TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you find your clients mostly?
We use
Using
Facebook.
Facebook.
We have our followers there.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So client testimonials and success stories. So you could post, here's some ideas, written or video testimonials. Anybody do that? Have testimonies, not just in writing, but someone who's willing to videotape. Share stories before and after success stories. I've seen Sonia, I've seen a lot of you who will say, this person was really, I really needed to find a house and we finally found a home after so many months of looking, or found the perfect home, or publicly thank clients for their referrals. Oh, there's nothing better than that. Someone gives you a referral, you're like, balloons, thank you on the stories, you're awesome. So these are some ideas, educational, value-driven content. Now in Wise Agent, be sure you get help. If you don't stop, don't get frustrated. But I think that they already have some pre-written content there for real estate tips, market updates, financial, some pre-written. That's what you want to consider when you're talking about value-driven content. Provide value to build authority and trust. Now, NAR, did you know that NAR has some pre-written, the National Association of Realtors, you go in, that's one of the resources that you can take advantage of. And I believe you can input your client's email address and just have them sending out information to them monthly. Keep clients informed with valuable insights. Show a day in the life of your business. Some of you are really great at that, starting out in the morning. I'm walking, I'm doing my exercise, I'm about to go to the office, I'm gonna have a great day. Carrie's great at that. She's like, I'm up at 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm on the treadmill, I'm gonna have a great day. Hope you do too. They wanna get to know you. People wanna feel comfortable with you. You don't always wanna just know that you are successful. They wanna know you're struggling too. You're trying to exercise, lose weight, get on nutrition, whatever it is. This is a great way to relate to people. Take your clients behind the process of buying and selling home. What would that be? Give me an idea behind the process of maybe staging. Anybody have any ideas you want to share? What would a client need to know about getting their property ready for sale? What about curb appeal? Do you know what I mean by curb appeal? Getting those weeds whacked.
Yeah.
Some flowers on the front. Right? These are some ideas that you can post. Ways to make your home attractive when someone's driving by. Create transparency and relatability. We already talked about that. Create a client gratitude post. That's huge too. When someone says that they appreciate you, you want to make that a post. If they write you a letter, why not make a copy of the letter and post it? How many feel you're bragging if you do that? You feel uncomfortable? Raise your hand. Does anybody feel uncomfortable about telling the world how you appreciate it?
Well, the hardest thing for me is my Hispanic people, they're like embarrassed to be in a picture or anything, so, they not like in social media and stuff, so they just write me a text or telling me thank you, or, and a lot of different ways, they give me gifts. I said, no, yeah.
They appreciate you, but they're not out there. Yeah, so how could she do that? So she can let the world know that she's appreciated. Give her some ideas. They won't go on Facebook and they won't be recorded. Would anybody have any ideas how she could accomplish that?
Do you get anything in writing?
Yeah, a text.
I don't do that often.
Screenshot the text and put it up to your social media platform.
Say it again?
Screenshot the text and put it onto your media platform.
Yeah.
I do that, but I was like, I don't know what to do.
Well, how about a picture of the two of you, or a gift that you're giving her? You clip that along with the text and post it on stories. Yeah. Those words are important. They're huge when someone is thanking you. So, highlight local businesses and events. Showcase your connection to the community. Promote local businesses and events. Now, we're coming up at the last quarter of the year holidays, and right now we're going into Thanksgiving. So there's going to be harvest festivals.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year, begin to think about how can I make a presence there? Right? If there's going to be an event where you could have a table or where you could just go and be there present. Pictures oh man, pictures are 1,000 words, 10,000 words. And then build goodwill by supporting your local network. So we can't be a private eye. We have to be a public eye. We have to be out in the public. We can't just operate from home in a cubbyhole or in our office. We have to be out there. And because networking, again, people love to work with people that they like and respect, and people that they feel are doing well. Celebrate personal or business milestones. What's a milestone this year? How many have been in business 5 years? 10 years? The 5 years, when was your 5th year? Last year? So now you're working on your 10th year. Yeah, your 6th year. So the milestone is your 6th year. Congratulations, 6 years in business. There you go. There's her milestone. You've been in business 18 years?
With my husband as an assistant, but by myself, just 2 years with.
No, I mean with a license.
4 years,
4 years, okay. And when is your 5th year?
next year.
Okay, is that gonna be a milestone? Yeah, so we wanna talk about that. And then they also suggest in the book that you can do interactive polls and questions on your Facebook posts. How many of you, Anybody thinking about buying or selling next year? Personal stories and relatable content. So we're talking about building rapport, relatability, and personal contact. And I want to move on to okay, direct mail. How often should you send direct mail? Write this down, at least once a quarter. Those are postcards, things that will go through the mail. Once a quarter, so once every 3 months. And it should include postcards, promotional letters, handwritten notes. Now let's talk about handwritten notes. The easiest way that I've found for me anyway, and a lot of the agents that I've coached over the years who did not want or wanted to consider affordability in their handwritten notes is sendoutcards.com. Sendoutcards.com is an app that actually allows you to customize your card. Here's an example. This is the front of the card that I chose on Send Out Cards. That would be the front. I want to send a card to my client that just got loan approval. There it is. Congratulations on your loan approval for your new home on 12345 Sycamore Drive, Rancho Cucamonga. We're almost there. That's an awesome touch. Would you like to get a card like that and you got loan approval? And then my number. Now what Send Out Cards does is they will print this for you, fold it, stuff it, and mail it. Done. You don't have to go to the post office. You don't have to get any stamps. You just have to send out. Just fill that out. It's something like the most affordable, $17 a month to be a part of that. Nothing. And then of course you have to pay for the postage. for sending out the card, and they also have gifts online that you can send: chocolates, peanuts, little. To me, it's just, it has been one of the easiest and most affordable way to stay in touch. Sendoutcards.com, go check it out and see if it's something that you might be able to use in your program. And then there's invitations to coffee and lunch. I mean, call up what are you doing next week? Can we meet for coffee? And if it's somebody that you know that maybe it's 3 to 5 years since you sold them the house, the recommendation is that you bring a CMA, for their home. Just information. I'm not trying to talk you into selling, just I thought you might wanna use this, you could use this information for the next few, let you know what's happening with values in your neighborhood. A way to stay in touch. Care packages, client appreciation events. I was with a brokerage one time that had a huge client appreciation event at Red Hill Park. There must have been 500, 600 people there. Every agent combined together invited their clients that they wanted to appreciate. This is something for us to consider. At one location, and we got the title companies involved, escrow companies, other people that could legally, help us, ice cream machines, balloon, popping balloon, apple things. It was like a picnic kind of a thing. And it was all under the guise of client appreciation and it's so much easier when we can do it together. It's so much more affordable. Doesn't have to be like 300 or 500 people. It could be something smaller at a restaurant and, just have certain people that have just really been good to you and that you really want to recognize. Call at least 5 to 10 people in your sphere weekly for one of these client touches. And then email. KV Core is really great at this. It'll automatically do the texting for you. The only thing is you got to be on top of it. People they'll send out stuff and you don't know what they said. You didn't know KV Core wrote it. You don't know. You got to know what's going out. You don't want to seem stupid when they call you back and say, "What? I got a text from you. I don't even understand what that means." And you go, "Me neither, girl. Let me see. What was it?" So you need to be on top of that. But for those people who are just starting out, if you're not in a KV Core, one of the more sophisticated CRMs, you can use your cell phone and and what I'm going to have you do is have a list of what you might be wanting to say this month. So I wish you happy Thanksgiving. It's coming up. It's great that we're now in the cooling season. I was just thinking about you. So glad kids are back to school. Just thinking about you. And then community involvement. We talked about that. Monthly activities to get involved in that matter to you. Become the involved neighborhood expert. Become the involved neighborhood expert. Does anybody live in a condominium complex? Or in a gated community at all? Or in a little farm? How many have a farm? A geographical farm at all? Anybody? If you have how many have a people farm from your church or from? Think about these things. A people farm, it does not have to be a geographical farm. Does not mean you're going out knocking on doors. It could be, if you are a member of a church and you're active, you can create a people farm right there and serve those people. You're not asking them for anything. You're coming from a servant's heart. You're providing information for them. So let's do our exercise right now. I've talked enough. Take out your exercise paper. And You guys want to share?
Yeah.
Okay. So this notes, or these your?
Yeah.
These are your notes, okay. All right.
Which one is it, the business by referral or identifying clients?
Okay. So just to get you launched for next week, take a look at your identifying clients and staying in contact. And for a few minutes, write down somebody that comes to your mind. It could be a relative, friend, past client, potential client. Write them down. You don't have to have their number. List reasons why staying in touch with these people is gonna be important. Just follow the sheet, and I'm gonna set the timer. And then we're gonna debrief. Okay. Jeopardy's theme song is off. How'd you do? How far did you get? Anybody? Lala?
I got all the way up to number 6.
Okay,
Social media.
tell me your client, tell me your first section. How many did you list?
So I filled it out.
Okay, just go for the first section.
For the first section,
Mhm.
okay, so I listed 5.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
And why did you pick those 5?
Those came to my mind and they're just buyers and sellers that I've already touched and I'm just keeping, they're gonna make a move.
You already know they're gonna make a move.
Yes, they've
Okay.
already expressed interest and the conversation has been open, so it's just a matter of time that we're going to make that chess move.
That's the perfect list, what Lala just said. She already knows you're gonna make a move.
Yeah, so
You
I
know,
just
why,
want to
why
make
list somebody that you know they can't make a move, they never said they were gonna make a move, they don't even like you? Why list those people,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, so it's brewing.
Awesome, okay.
The same thing, because I have them in mind, they really wanted to do like one of my clients been trying to refinance, but the interest was high. They just wanted to wait, and this other guy that I'm chasing, because he said they wanted to do the living trust, and I mean calling him, are you ready? He's like, oh, I'm saving the money, and I said, just come to the appointment first.
So let me ask you two, what's your next move for these people? Have you thought about what's your next move? We're coming into what, the last quarter of the year. Have you thought about what you might, how to contact them, or maybe pop by, or?
Well, one, they're on my Facebook already, so they see all my posts and they're always liking, so I know they're watching what I'm doing, and so that's an interaction. And then, once a month, I do touch them, hey, how's it going, how's the grandkids, whatever it is that, that I know of them, and just see where they're at. Just
Right.
kinda-
Right.
I like phone calls, and once in a while, I will send out, are you ready to sell your house, or, would you like another, we can look at some numbers. But for me, I like phone calls, or even meeting in person. if
Yeah,
that's available.
personal.
That's just mine,
Better than text.
yeah, and then I
But
like.
perhaps Popeyes too. What about you? What are
Yeah,
you gonna do? What is your
I'm
strategy?
gonna go visit them in person and just, say hi, and I was in the area.
So we're gonna talk about Popeyes in one of our sessions. You know what Popeyes are? Anybody that doesn't know?
Show up there,
Yeah.
without an appointment.
There you go.
Just showing there and without an appointment or.
Well, no. No.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
No, Popeye, it sounds like that, because it's Popeye, but it's making a phone call saying, hey, girl, I'm gonna be, or guy, or whoever, I'm gonna be in the area next week between 3 and, so make sure they're there. Whatever time that you think, I have something for you, I'd love to pop by. Okay, but the Popeye, the cute thing about the Popeye is the Popeye gifts. They are inexpensive. They're like this, a little thing of ketchup, relish, and mustard, and a little ones. And a little tag that says, hey, I'd love to catch up. I relish catching up with you. I don't want a relationship to slip up on the mustard or something like that, and believe it or not, there's a whole website or two on Popeye gifts. And so we're gonna talk about how to do that, because there's a strategy to everything. First of all, you never wanna pop by anybody's house without them knowing you're coming. It's a waste of your time, and they might be resentful. Like, I didn't know she was coming. Did you clean the house, girl? Okay, pick up your stuff, right? So we always want to be respectful, but then on the other hand, and I'll get into this when we have that session, you want them to know it's not going to be an hour. You're not going to sit there for an hour. It's not going to be a long, you're just popping by.
Yeah.
You may not even want to come in. You just here. Just wanted to. Why? What's the purpose of that? Show of hands.
Reconnect,
Yes. Reconnect.
presence.
Yeah.
Top of mind.
Front of mind. Front of mind. And you don't even want to mention that you said this is the weekend that you might decide to sell your house. You don't even mention that. I just happen to be in the neighborhood. I want you to see my notes. And then I know that you had said that you were gonna decide, what you were gonna do the first week of November. You're just like, hey, I'm gonna be in the neighborhood next week. A little something for you. You're gonna be home between when you pop in, like, I'm on my way. Love you. Tell the kids hi, bye. Or they have, dogs, and there's, certain dog pets or pet, doggy bones or toys. You gotta be careful with foods and stuff, but yeah. So that's what we want to think about. We definitely want to think about. Okay, who else made your list? Brenda, what did you put there?
I put to contact people that have been trying to qualify, but with the rate, they weren't qualified for what they wanted. So
Yes.
the rate went down.
The rate's going down. Did it already go down?
Did-
All right. That's a great, That's a great motive to contact people. Like, this is your chance. And by the way, we need to get it done when we can, when it's down, we don't know what's gonna happen, We get ready to change, offices maybe, or whatever, we just do this now, right? Cool reason. And who are the people that you listed?
Just past family or friends or people that have mentioned, oh, bye, I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. You two.
Okay, well, I have, I did the first part, the second part, and, their clients, they are really reaching for information.
Yes,
One of them is the living trust,
yes,
and, it's more, I think, specifically living trust, or it has to do with life insurance,
yes,
and new clients too, that they want to like kind of buy a house, or they just wanna move from the city they are in.
By the way, the interest rate on the living trust is also an impact on the living trust. Because, there's gonna be, if they pull money out,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be interest rate. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
they
got
can do
clients.
that.
Yeah, so the interest rate's going down for resale is also going down for, other aspects of lending is what I'm saying. So this would be a good reason to call them, let them know, interest rates are down, this might be a good
And
time.
there's a lot of Spanish people that they don't have the information or the
Yes.
sources, so they don't know.
Yes,
And pretty much you have to educate them.
absolutely, that's perfect. So what's your plan for the next quarter? What are you gonna actually do?
Well, I'm going to, work. Yeah, I'm gonna work and, I'm not gonna be specific in one subject because there's so many things right now going on. And, of course, my priority would be, get listings, like, if I can.
Well, listen, we're moving into the last quarter of the year, we're facing 2025. Here, wouldn't it be awesome to get this going now and then have it, because it rarely happens, like that. It's gonna take time for nurturing, setting it up, and hit the ground running in 2025, and we're looking for at least 10 referrals for next year. That's 150,000, average sales price 600,000. That's what we're looking for. That's our goal. 150,000 in referral business alone. Just referral business. And we're doing like this exercise. Get on your, see that? We get on your march, get ready, set, go. We're doing it right now. The Olympics. We're getting ready, right? We're getting our names ready. We're gonna we're setting up what we're gonna do next, who you're gonna pop by. Now is the time for next year. Now is the time. I'm so excited for you. 150,000. Say that. 150,000. Say it out loud.
150,000.
Say it out loud. It's coming to me. 150,000 coming to me in referral business. Say it again. 150,000 coming to me in referral business. Woo-hoo! Can you feel the energy?
Yes.
All you have to do is do what you're doing now. Follow through. These people, here's an affirmation for you. Here's an affirmation. I am seeking people who are seeking me. We meet and there's total success. I am seeking people who are seeking me.
People who are seeking me.
We connect
We connect.
and there's full success.
Full success.
Woo! Okay, all right, calm down, Wanda. All right. Okay, your homework for 2 weeks. By the way, thank each and every one of you for coming out today. I know it was kind of a, rainy, cold, God, another class day. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you're here because I want to keep the momentum going. This is why we, it's not just mindset on random topics. We want to really get this thing rolling. So you're going to need some additional money that you maybe wouldn't have made had you not set up your referral business, for those of you. So to implement the essential touches strategy starting today, plan your next month of touches. That's why I'm asking you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's one thing to know it, then it's something else to do it. What are you going to do? And then session 4, I'm contemplating, and give me your opinion. I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. Jennifer and I were talking about whether we should do Zoom or whether we should do live. How many feel live? Raise your hands. I love it. How many feel Zoom? Yeah, me too. Me too. You cannot get this energy on Zoom. I can tell you right now.
It makes people get up and show up,
Yeah.
get dressed, get booted and suited.
There you go, Lala.
Remember that one, booted and suited, get up and dress up and just show up.
Yeah, amen. That's right.
No matter how you show up.
If they don't show up for themselves,
Maybe your
they're
sweats
not gonna
too.
show up for their business.
Say it again, out loud.
If they don't show up for themselves, they're not gonna show up for their business.
That's right.
Bottom line.
Don't make it too easy. Lay in bed and watch Zoom. No. Just unfortunately gonna happen. Okay, before I wind up,
I had to drive in the sprinkles today too.
Very. Any ahas? Any something that you didn't realize that you now know or that you feel motivated and inspired to do? Please share with me right now.
I love your affirmation.
That's right, yeah.
That affirmation, yesterday, like I said, I went to an appointment and the connection with the client was, that's why I was late to my luncheon, was so like, the energy was so real, like, it's so true, like, so you either connect, I could tell it's gonna be a short appointment, I'm like, I'm out of here, I'm gonna order. And you can feel it, and that's the beauty of choice, so.
That's right.
But I love what you just said, it's so true.
I used to do that affirmation all the time. The people that I'm looking for is looking for me, and we meet, and there's total success. The people I'm looking for are looking for me. Divine action is taking place. I am divinely drawn to those people who want my services. Divinely drawn, irresistibly drawn to those people who want my services. And I'm here to give it to them. Amen?
Amen.
Okay.
And that dog is adorable.
I know.
Not as cute as my little.
Sal, no meeting next week, week after.
Got it.
Okay,
Every 2 weeks.
every
Now,
2
now
weeks.
you have to get
There's a time
2 more
limit.
buyers between now and that.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody stand, and here's our final affirmation. The count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I am connected to a vast network of people who trust and value my expertise. As I compile my referral list, I attract clients who are eager to work with me and share my name with others. My business grows effortlessly through the power of strong relationships and genuine connections.
Good. Yeah. How are you? Thank you.